Greetings and welcome back to SwitchedtoLinux. I forgot to change my title slide. Whoops, we got to do that, don't we? Oh boy. Every now and again you forget something, you know? Of course, once I, oh, I need to change the title slide. Now things start to move slowly on the computer. I don't know, kind of funny, kind of funny. We're going to be talking about Sparky Linux today. Just today or yesterday, I forget whenever it was released. My apologies for the background noise. For whatever reason, they decided to show up at 6 p.m. to mow the lawns. Oh well. And then, of course, they decided to mow right outside the front of my place. Sheesh. Alright, let's see. Banner. And replace the banner. Of course. Decided that it wanted to wipe out my banner. Hey, there we are, now we're back. Sparky Linux 5.5. We're going to be having a look at Sparky Linux today. This was just released. Of course, Sparky has an LTS based on Debian stable, and it has a rolling release based on Debian testing. So we're going to be having a look at that today. So let's go ahead and jump into the comments first. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master, greetings. How are you? Hello, Ryan. Greetings. And Cobalt Linux. Looking for ages to find the Mate version of Sparky Linux and could not find it. Let's see if we have it. I don't know. Minimal install, ISO, you launch the advanced installer or pop up to choose the environment. Okay, there you go. So I guess there's not a specific download. So you got to grab that minimal installer and we'll show you where that is. And then you just need to install it from there or choose it. Hello to Das Boss. Greetings. You are early for once. Greetings. How are you? Greetings, Noah. How is Linux Mint treating you? All right. Figured out I'm never leaving Peppermint no matter what. Well, I mean, you know, Peppermint, might go crazy or something. And then in which case you just need to jump over something else. But, you know, barring something insane happening, Peppermint, you'll stick on Peppermint. That sounds good. Just installed Ubuntu 16.04.5. There you go. Miss Unity. Yeah, Unity was nice. Started liking Unity right when they stopped using it. Yep. Yimo, was I the first commentator? I don't know. I wasn't watching the comments before I jumped on. So yeah, YouTube will delete some pre-live comments. For whatever reason. CJ always seems smiley. Are you smiley, CJ? Are you smiley? Yeah, he does. He's a big smiley kitty. What does the fox say? I don't care. Hello, Eric. Greetings. And KO2610, your number's up. Is it me or the stream doesn't load? It works with 720p audio only. I suppose YouTube has its issues. I don't know. Is everyone else seeing it okay? I'm seeing it okay on the preview. Isaiah Briggs, hello. James Miller, greetings. Manish Kumar, hello to you. And Cesar, hello. Cannot run LMDE on my system. That is sad. I'm going to try and run that soon. Hello, Richard Addison. Greetings to you. All right, we'll go ahead and pause. Whoa, let's not close anything. Let's pause comments right there, and we'll jump on over and talk about Sparky Linux. All right, so this is supposedly a very lightweight distro, which is based on LXQT and Debian, and so we'll get a chance to have a look at what this is. I've already installed it in a virtual machine. We're just going to have a look around. No real comments on it quite yet, as I just installed it and just to make sure it works. So hopefully we get the first launch window showing up again. But you can head on over to sparkylinux.org for information. There is some information about it, why to use Sparky. Full feature OS with LXDE or LXQT environment, works out of the box, contains a selection of pre-installed common use software for home users. Minimal GUI with OpenBox Window Manager pre-installed on the basic software for those who want to configure their own OS. Debian for any environment, which is one of the reasons I like Debian. You have all those options to pick whichever environment you want. 3 special editions with OpenBox as default, Game Over for gamers, multimedia, audio, video, and HTML page creation, Rescue for fixing broken OS, and minimal CLI with no X server. For last but not less important anyway, for advanced users who want to build and configure their own. So I guess that's how you get Mate on there. It supports 20 desktop environments and Windows managers. That's pretty cool. And Sparky stable flavor is the best choice for changing your existing operating system and to try GNU Linux without the need of installation or changing your computer. The testing flavor is targeted for more advanced users who are not afraid of a little less stable version. So if you want more rolling, you want to go with this one. Now we're going to be looking at the rolling. This is the one that was just released. The stable is still at 4.8, I think. And I really haven't looked at it, so we'll kind of look at it together for the first time. All right. Of course, they do have their option over here. You can download or you can donate to them. They're at 81% of what they need for this month. So you can do that. I have not been looking at the web page, and apparently I'm not functioning well today. I thought I was showing you guys the web page the whole time. My apologies. But anyway, here's their website. Yay, I was just reading stuff from it. You guys can read the website some more yourself. But here is the donation link over here if you want to help support the project. Heading on over to the download button, you want to choose the stable, the rolling, or the development. So this is the stable. This is the one we are not going to be looking at today. This is 4.8.1 on LXDE. They do have the 64 over here and the 32-bit over here. Here is the minimal. Here's the minimal CLI, no codecs, no X server. There's ARM HF. So I guess if you want to put it on a Raspberry Pi, I guess. All right, we're going to go back, and if you click on the rolling, this is the one that was just released, and the one we are going to be looking at, which is 5.5 with LXQT. Again, they have the 32 and 64-bit. This is the main one, is the one I picked up. They do have the minimal install, minimal GUI, no codecs. They have the no codecs and no X server. There is the game over option, which I'm not sure what's in there. Multimedia for various multimedia things, and the rescue image. All right. So that's what that's kind of what we started with. And so what we're going to do at this point is I'm going to boot up the virtual machine, and we will have a look at it. The installer was just basic installer. We're not going to go into any details on that. All right. All right, so here we are on the boot up. Well, that's booting up. I'll just read a couple comments here. 1080p just fine. Zach Smith is here. Hello, Zach. Greetings, Mr. GFY. Hello, world. Echo, hello, world. Steve, greetings. Gasp, is Sparky smaller than Slitas? I don't know. I thought that was the smallest. It probably is. I didn't necessarily get the feeling that Sparky was super small. Maybe super lightweight, but not super small. It's 1.7 gigabyte download if I remember correctly. All right, so here is our first run on Sparky. Here, Sparky, Sparky, Sparky. The kitty's like, dude, what are you calling a dog for? All right, so first, this lets you fully upgrade the system, which is recommended, and install missing language packs. Can perform all the jobs one by one or select only one. So let's go ahead and click the OK. This is the thing that, this is the part here that I looked at just briefly and said, it's not the most user-friendly because it's giving me a lot of dialog windows, and that's just not quite as user-friendly. Of course, it is updating through a terminal, which is just fine for me. May or may not be the best for new users. That might scare some people. Just be aware of that. All right, so we need to get 94.8 megabytes of archives. This will take 253 megabytes of additional space. Let's go ahead and upgrade. Okay. Let's let that do its thing. And while that's pushing its updates, let's go ahead and poke around a little bit. First, let's see if I can, let's see, that's desktop preferences. I want to get to displays and see if I can get this full screen or not. They do have a nice, we do have a nice search function here. Okay, disk manager, open box, Synaptic. System tools. I'm pretty sure there would be a way to maximize the screen in the terminal, but I do not remember the commands. If anybody knows, can jump it in there. I'll see if I can spot it. There's LXQT settings. Monitor settings. That would be what I'm looking for. Resolution. Apply that. Yes. There we are. Now we're full screening it. You get out of my way. All right. There we are. Now that we got a good full screen view going, let's go ahead and see what's up here. So we have FeatherPad, G calculator. Oh, before we do anything else here too, it's pushing updates, but let's pull up a terminal and let's see if htop is installed. Nope. There might be something in there, but all right. System is up to date. Exiting now. Very good. htop. It's kind of, these pop-ups are actually driving me crazy. All right, so we are running at 399 megabytes right now. We do have this guy running over here. We can exit that. Because I don't really need to install any extra languages. It seems to be okay here. If you did need to install languages, you can do that. We're running at 388 megabytes, so that's actually pretty good. So let's go ahead and close out of htop. Yes, I want to exit, and that's why I typed exit in the terminal. All right, so now we have FeatherPad, Jalculator. Pacman, or PC-Man file manager. I'm not as well versed in LXQT or LXDE. Not a huge fan of all the LX. I run Ubuntu on my banking computer, and is not my. In fact, it drives me crazy. It just feels so old. It feels so clunky. I'm just not a big fan of it. XFCE is nice. I do like that one. And that's generally though why I generally like Cinnamon and Budgie and things like that. We have LibreOffice Draw, Simple Scan, Screenshot, Firefox, Hex Chat, Pigeon, Thunderbird, Qubit Torrent. You get another torrent? Am I seeing redundancy in applications? All right. Okay. That was Internet Office with the full Office suite installed. QPDF view. There's an icon browser. Let's see what kind of icons we got. So if you need to know where an icon is, you have that option. Apt-us, there's about Sparky Linux. We have BleachBit as an administrator, Deb tool package installer. There's HTOP, which I installed. System upgrade, time shift. So one of the things that I'm seeing is I'm seeing some redundancy of applications. There's a few different terminals installed that I completely missed. Completely missed sound and video, didn't I? Pulse audio volume control, radio tray, VLC, XF burn, Yay-Rock, Voco screen. What's radio tray? Not familiar with that one. Not sure where it went. It vanished on me. Maybe it's down in the... Well, okay, looks like it's this one here. Okay, so I guess I can play sounds and things. All right. Yeah, quit radio tray. I'll have to play with that another time. All right, we have basic settings over here. Here's the configuration manager. So if you do want to have a central control panel, you have that option. Oh, this is driving me crazy. I want to expand that out bigger. There it goes. All right, so we have our appearances over here. See, this is what it just feels so old. And whoa. Okay, that is so horrible. Holy moly. Okay, icon themes. We have Oxygen, GNOME, Ultra Flat. LXQT themes. We have Sparky, Sparky 5 system. There's fonts. Hey, DT, how's it going there? All right, widget styles. All right, so let's close this. And one of the things I'm seeing is that if I close that, I don't have the nice option to get back to the configuration center. So it's like once I click on something, it goes back. Of course, it doesn't remember the size of my window. And these are those types of things, the reason I'm not a huge fan of LXDE, LXQT. I'm just not a huge fan of them. Okay, here's that. I don't know, for whatever reason, maybe the configuration center remained this time, so I'm not sure what's up with that. Here's enable slideshow, background desktops. Yeah, I don't see any other desktop options available. There might be some over there. So I'd have to actually manually go to opt artwork. Can I get there? Yeah, I'm not even going to try. All right, desktop notifications, file allocations. We've, of course, where we looked at our monitor settings, that allowed us to fix things up. We do have Synaptic installed, print settings. Okay. Users, date and... So, I mean, this is some of the stuff I'm just not liking about this, and probably a lot of the reasons I'm not a huge fan of the desktops like this. Things are so cut off. Users and, I mean, I kind of know what it is. Date and, I know what it is. It just looks so, it looks so clunky. It looks so old. It looks so ancient. That I mean, I just wouldn't want to run this unless I had to run it. It's kind of the same thing I feel about Lubuntu. This is slightly nicer than Lubuntu, I think, but... it's just not something I really want to run. It seems to me a little too clunky, just a little bit out there. Again, we are seeing just a little bit of redundancy on terminals. We have a couple different terminals. Of course, having two bleach bits as usual. One's normal, one's not. Did I see other redundancies? I thought I saw some other ones as well. I don't know. It's a good system. It looks like a pretty good system for if you were to need a desktop for something that is a lighter weight machine, but you do need a good rolling release in the Debian world. This actually seems like a pretty good bet. LibreOffice 6.1.1.1. Let's see how my spelling works. We do not have our spelling and other plugins installed on your LibreOffice, so I would have to do that. So my overall thought and assessment on it is, it seems to me like it just seems old. It seems a little clunky. I don't like the terminal window pop-ups all over. A lot of it that would scare a new user. The software and updates are, everything there is up to date. We have a lot of software out of the box, so you're pretty much set to go out of the box. But at the same time, it feels clunky. It's more difficult to work through the settings. It is lightweight. They've accomplished that. It does seem to work. Of course, it's based on Debian, and so it's going to be very stable. No doubt about that. But yeah, overall, I'm not sure it'd make my recommended list specifically, but there's definitely good reasons to use it. You need cutting edge software. You like the Debian branch. You have a lower end, lower spec computer. Definitely an option for running over there. I personally, I'll stick to Peppermint on my low spec computer like that, but because that's working. If this were the only option, sure, no problem. There's nothing in here that I hate. It's just it seems old. Even though it's very new, it just feels out of date. It feels kind of ancient to me. And so for those reasons, I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of it. It does install easily. They do give you your nice pop-ups when you first start to make sure you're updating it, make sure your languages are set. So they have covered all their bases there. And it is definitely, it's clean, it's out of your way. We can go ahead and let's go ahead and look at our panels here. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so we can do alignments. Here's the various widgets that are on the panel. Yes, I can add new widgets. Let's go ahead and add a widget to that. So that gives me a CPU. Where's that at? Oh, there's the CPU load. It doesn't look like anything, but okay, close CPU monitor. We're going to go ahead and move that up a little bit. You can see the CPU monitor is in theory right here, but I don't actually see anything for it. It's kind of the hidden one. All right, position, bottom of desktop. There's right of desktop. Do left of desktop. Top of desktop. So any type of formatting you like, you can do that. We can reserve space. We can do some custom coloring of the fonts and the background colors. So that's actually nice. There's a lot of good options there. So let's go with pick a screen color. There you go. So now we get a panel that matches our background there. All right, here's our size, so we can up it, or we can make it smaller. If you are a person that wants a panel that's not the full width, you can, make it smaller and then align it differently. So there are a lot of options. If you're a custom advanced user and you want to do something pretty nice with this, oh yeah, there's some good things you could do. Like I would say, maybe take an extra panel. Like here's a way that this would be cool. Go ahead and let's see. Let's add a new panel. We'll add it to the top. We're gonna make this one 50% and center it. We're gonna auto hide it. And don't reserve space on the display. our background color, let's just make it, you know, just like we did the other one. Let's just go ahead and grab something close to the desktop. All right. And then we want to add to it something like maybe anything that you might need. So maybe we'll add a launcher for it. Add that. Let's go ahead and add a volume control as well. All right, so we want to add some applications to it. Let's just say Firefox, Thunderbird. Whoop, I can't add. I might have to add one separate. Some of the panels you can add multiple things to the same panel. Okay, there you go. Yep, you can. I just didn't do it right. All right, so there's that one. Let's go ahead and close that. Configure panel. I want this one to be back to 100%. All right, so now if you want something on the top, you can come up here, launch your browser, and that goes away. So there's a lot of good applications you can do with it. So if I were to run this, I would definitely make this desktop my own. Just making it my own with a variety of different tweaks and things on the upper panels. Get a nice hiding panel. Maybe you don't necessarily have to have your launch bars right down there. So it has the flexibility and the customizability to do whatever you want with it. So there's another great selling point of it. You could really make this your own, and that's the nice part. Just some of the things just feel a little clunky to me. That's my thoughts. What do you guys think? Let me know. All right, let's jump in on the comments, then I'll leave that open for a little bit in case anyone wants to see anything or has a specific question on it. Sols 3 ISO refresh release. Oh, really? Oh, okay, that's just the ISO refresh. Or is that the new one? Is that the new Solus or just a refresh? Most of the regular viewers are probably watching the Linux level 1 tech stream. Possibly, however, I did peak at 60, and we have 53 on right now, which is pretty good for the Thursday afternoon ones. But yeah, I did see level 1 techs were over there. I was thinking about just jumping on over there. we could all raid his stream when I'm done. Like, who's the Switch to Linux guy? Who's this weirdo? Most regular. Okay, Linus tech guy. I'll stay here. Yeah. Oh, is it Linus's tech guy? I don't know. Richard Addison, thanks for mentioning that. I'm now downloading the new ISO. So I'm guessing that's going to take care of that updating issue that we've had on Solus before. GPU keeps shutting down PC even though it's overheating. Feels computers, man. Got Siltaz sometime. Pretty impressive for the small ISO size, huh? I am running an AMD. I have a R7, I think R7 2700. I don't know. I forget. It's an R7. I know that. A cat named Sparky? That's right. No, the kitty's name is CJ, but he runs Puppy Linux. All right. NVIDIA card run hotter in Linux for some reason. Poke, poke, poke. Poke, 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 poke. Kitty's like, stop poking me. Stop poking me. Stop poking me. Help me. Try that. I will stress test later. My cat's name is Mr. Cat. Nice. Hello, Thomas Holt. Greetings. I call my cat Cat. That's right. Kaiti or Kaite. Sudo EO package install KDE desktop core. Praise Sparky Linux. Mr. Cat. Hey kitty, they're all calling for you. Hello Android Free. Greetings. Love me some LXQT. I'll have to watch some of your videos on it, DistroTube, so I can get up to speed on it. I haven't really been following much going on there. Alright. will download anything from your clipboard. Huh. Okay, that's cool. Thank you. I'll look into that. DT is our dad, and Luke Smith. Super lightweight. That's not i3. Not daddy, I meant as in papa. Lols. I like Lou Smith. He has a nice haircut, too. No, Luke. I am my father. Kitty's like, dude, stop it. If I could grow a beard, I'd let it become unmanageable, too. Yeah, I could grow a beard, but not a fan of him. I had a beard at one point in time. Looked like a backwoods hillbilly. Spelling only counts in syntax. Probably old enough to be Luke's daddy. He doesn't even have any gray in that beard yet. You never know with all these hair dyes menus nowadays. Yeah. Chad has nothing to do with Sparky Linux. Nope, not at all. I'll shut down the distro here soon if I want, but looking for a rolling release Ubuntu-based distro or alternatively Debian-based. I saw one recommendation, just use Ubuntu development version. Well, if you want a Debian-based rolling, Sparky Linux. This is rolling. It's based on Debian. Deepin is as well. I had mistakenly said that it was not rolling, but it is because it is based on the Debian testing branch. So Debian, Deepin is based on Debian testing, so that should be rolling as well. Yeah, Sparky versus Light. Level 1, who's that? Level 1 Techs. Level 1 Techs. They have Level 1 Techs news is just awesome. I don't really watch much on their channel, but I love the Level 1 news. It is totally awesome. And I find it hilarious that Level 1 usually covers the news articles I do the following week. It's kind of funny. We haven't been quite on sync lately, but we do generally cover a lot of the same articles. These mineral distros, if I want a mineral distro, I'm going to build it myself anyway. Yeah. Just give me Xorg, OpenBox install. I'll take their ass. There you go. Really wish I could get the hang of OpenBox. Awesome. I wish I could get back to Simmer. Yeah, I don't like I mean, I don't need minimal distros because, I mean, what's the point of having a computer with 16 gigs of DDR4 RAM and a, you know, R5 1600 if you need light distros? Light distros? What's that? I don't know. Actually, though, for the other computers, though, it's probably a little bit better. But, I mean, my other laptop, I mean, other than my writing computer, my laptops are i5s with 8 gigs of RAM, so you know they run just fine on Cinnamon. So yeah, base install, take care of the rest. Lacks the polish and refinement that KDE Cinnamon and I guess XFCE has. Yep, never heard of Sparky Linux. What's that about? It's just a very lightweight Debian option. Hello, Gail. What's going on? OpenBox Docky, Tin2 laid out vaguely like a Unity desktop. Hello, Anna Rita. Greetings. The star of the show is TJ. Where's my digital girl? All right. We're kind of running low on the show here, so wow, really? Half hour in? Yeah, I'll hang out for a little while longer. I'll see if there's anything else exciting we can do. I'm gonna close down Sparky though. Just a reminder, guys, I will be streaming tonight on my Christian channel. If you are interested in that type of discussion, I'll be streaming on city churches, good idea or bad idea. So we're looking at that on the Christian channel tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So keep an eye out for that stream if that type of topic interests you. We'll be talking about that. So that is just about 2.5 hours from now. And let's see if there's anything exciting in the news. Oh boy. iOS 12 thoroughly reviewed. Bottom line, it sucks. Okay. Is anything exciting here? Tesla Model 3 earns 5-star NHTSA crash rating. Well, it better earn 5-star. The thing likes to run full speed into fire engines. Of course. Senate can't protect senators and staff from cyber attacks, Wyden warns. Yep. Hey, you guys let these companies get out of control. Let's see if I can find something in the crazy news. Something out of the ordinary, because we'll be doing news tomorrow. Alright. Let's look at past week. Yeah, well, apparently you can buy some $530 broken sneakers with tape on them. Dude, I just threw away some sneakers that needed tape on them. I should have taken my old sneakers, put tape on them, and sold them on eBay for $500. I mean, really. Scientist gives ecstasy to octopus and are astounded by what happens next. What? Why are you feeding ecstasy to octopuses? Okay, realize, guys, not to really doubt what these scientists are doing, but ecstasy is a date rape drug. I don't want to know what surprising thing happened to the octopus next. Colorado football mascot Chip shoots self in groin with t-shirt cannon. Giant packages of marijuana washed up in Florida. Guys, between the Australian fruit debacle and this article here, I'm not sure I want to be buying fruit anytime in the future. Virginia man accused of rubbing produce on his buttocks and putting it back on shelves. Think about that next time you buy some apples. Mmm, tasty. Credit cards charging 0% interest until 2020. That's an advertisement by Next Advisor. Yeah, let's click on that bad boy. Woo! It's like Huffington Post needs to make advertisements look like advertisements, and anywhere else, this would actually be a violation of terms. In fact, it probably is a violation of terms. Hey guys, Huffington Post sucks anyway. Let's just report this to Google, because notice how they are hiding their ads, which is a violation of Google terms and service, and they're running Google ads, which are blocked by my host file. But yeah, maybe we should report Huffington Post, or is it the Huffington Compost? Cat doesn't get the cream, but does get a full bag of narcotics. What is up with these people? Spooky nighttime children's voices turned out to be something even creepier than ghosts. Well, I'm not going to click on the story. Wisconsin Humane Society rescues 5 squirrels with hopelessly entangled tails. Another advertisement. Hurricane Shark Hoax is back again for Florence. Don't get hooked. I don't know. Cats and dogs will never know how much they're worshipped on the internet. Hey, kitty, do you know how much you're worshipped on the internet? He does. My kitty knows. He's like, yeah, we do. We know all the way, man. Pot shop employee fights off attackers with trusty glass bong. Well, that was exciting. Smash the like button if you like Linux shows. Well, thank you. Sparky does look old, even for me, who was raised in a house full of grown people. 16 core, 16 RAM. Yeah. I was watching the level 1 tech stream. Sorry, man. Hey, no problem, Peter. No problem, man. This will be up later. Okay, what Mint kernel am I running? I don't know. Linux kernels. Yeah, I'm well aware of the dangers. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. I know I'm running an old one. I just don't know how old. I'm running 4.13. That's what I'm running. Right, SwitchedToLinux. Before you switched to Linux, did you know about Linux years pair to making your channel? Wait, did I know about Linux years? I guess years before? I don't understand the years pair. Prior to switching to Linux, I have used Linux a few times, but nothing major. One of the first jobs I had in web design and development, I was actually producing the HTML newsletters that was sent out by Megan's Alert, or Amber Alert things. I was thinking Megan's Law. Was it Megan's Law or Amber Alerts? I think it was both, actually. I did Megan's Law and Amber Alert stuff, and we pushed everything through a Linux-based revision system. Of course, I used PuTTY to do that. And then I had a Toshiba laptop, which had a really bad design flaw where any shock to the computer chassis went right into the hard drive. They literally screwed the hard drive directly into the plastic shell around the computer. Really bad for a hard drive. And the thing went through like multiple hard drives. So I said, nah, screw it. I put it on an external hard drive. And at that time, you couldn't run Windows on an external hard drive. So I ran Ubuntu over there. 73 watching. Yeah, we're actually at 70 right now. I should have had a longer prepared stream today. Girl is home. I do not know. Maybe downstairs with the wife on the sofa. Uh-oh. Kitty, your digital girl's not watching you. Yeah. About the beard question, I'm Tom's opposite. In 16 years, I'd rarely see me without one. Yep. 16 years, you would have seen me with one once. No, it's all bad. End of story. Okay. How do I save all the settings of my applications? Is it by saving the files with a dot in front of them within the home folder? Yes. Yes. All of your files are going to be directly on your home folder. And if you, depending on your distribution, like Control H shows files on most distributions, Alt dot on KDE shows it. And basically take whatever's in your home folder, save that. That actually saves all of the configurations and things for your applications. So yes, that's how to do it. Someone's bored. Be installing Solus next. Look at the octopus story. Do I want to know what an octopus does on ecstasy? Couple scientists take an MDMA out of the clubs and into the aquarium by giving ecstasy to octopuses. Or actually, that, come on, Huffington Post, that is pronounced octopi. Lord. They don't even teach grammar anymore at school. You go to a school in English and all you learn is SJW crap. You don't come out of there learning. Literally, one of the editors that I've used in the past was an English professor I used to teach with. She got so frustrated because it's like, the English is teaching subjective English. You guys ever see subjective English? Yeah, baby. I don't want something to play Huffington Compost. All right, but anyway, it is octopi, not octopuses. Guy Doolin, a neuroscientist at Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore, has been studying the effects of MDMA for a long time. Quote, a long time. Does that sound nebulously like he's been studying the effects of it at said nightclubs? In the process, she says she and her colleagues have worked out a lot of neural mechanisms that enable MDMA to have these really, really profound pro-social effects. Humans and octopi both have a gene for a protein that binds serotonin to brain cells. Since MDMA is also the targeted protein, he wanted to see how the drug would affect octopi, a notoriously shy and solitary animal. She wasn't sure how to go about it since octopi brains are built completely different from humans. It's organized much more like a snail's brain than ours. She wondered then what would mean if the octopus would respond unpredictably being dosed with Molly. Dolan and study co-author Eric Edsinger of the Marine Biological Laboratory in Woods Hole, Massachusetts, went to the back of the club and just went, whoa! Okay. They built a tank with 3 connected chambers and put 5 Californian 2-spot octopi individually into the middle chamber. Another chamber houses an octopus stuck to an overturned plastic bucket, and the third had an object familiar to the creature, such as a toy. The researchers then measured how long the animal spent in the company of its peer and how long it spent with the toy. When the octopi were sober, the octopi were much more likely to socialize with octopi compared to exploring the toy. When the octopus was female, regardless of the subject's own sex. The second time in the tank, the animals were dunked in MDMA solution that allowed them to absorb the drug through their gills. They told The Atlantic the first dose was too high and the octopi freaked out and did all these color changes. Well, that's what I would do if you dip me into a vat of ecstasy. I don't care I don't have the ability to change colors. I would probably change colors anyway. If not, you would. Lordy. Once the proper dosage was found, she and Edsinger were able to notice definite differences before and after. Without MDMA, the octopus would approach its cage colleague cautiously. When the octopus was on E, things were much different. They're basically hugging the cage and exploring parts of their body they don't normally expose to another octopus. Same thing happens with ecstasy. Some were very playful, doing water acrobatics, or spent time fondling the air stone. Okay, I think I'm about done. Okay. Couple fun observations about this. Number one, you notice how they know all of the street names for this drug? Maybe somebody should investigate if they're on this drug. Number two, this is just a little bit too, a little bit too, provocative. I'll use that word. How's that sound? You can only use one package manager for the rest of your life. What would it be? Apt. It's not crazy news. Ew, apples with butt taste. That's nasty. Yep. Octopus changes color constantly after getting ecstasy. Yep. Cyberpython, hello there. RGB octopus. Yes, the octopus now needs to see a psychiatrist. Yep. To leave Linux, Solace 3.99999 repeating. Want to love Linux. CJ knows. CJ knows what we do not know. Yeah, well, see, it's because CJ's an alien. I mean, really. Why don't you update your kernel? Because everything works fine on the computer. I don't need an update to bork it all up. You know what they say? Once you go octopus, you never go back. Mom heard the compost joke. 18 uses Ubuntu LTS, which 4.4 is current and 4.3 is upcoming. Tom's ahead of me. All right. Woohoo. Just got done making a video. All right, Kyrie. Greetings. Hey, Manjaro Deepin says hello. All right. Well, just not do too wacky. It would be an awesome DJ. Okay. CJ would be an awesome DJ, right? He just knows what music to play. Fun2 Linux was just a bust, clearly less stable than Gentoo. Back to vanilla Gentoo. What's Fun2? I mean, it's not like Gentoo, but like in a circus. Ecstasy became the news in the mid-1990s UK, circulating around the acid club scene. It raised the heart rate, taking it highly risky, even fatal. Ketamine is another one to avoid. Octopuses. Octopusitis. Is that a terrorist octopus? The plural would be a duck-billed platypi. I believe. I think a duck-billed platypus is a little goofy, but that may very well be true. It isn't. It is in fact platypi. Okay. Yes. Very cool. Very cool. So I love octopus. So yummy with potatoes and onion and salad. Yummy. Maybe I'll have it tomorrow. Huh. Note to self: buy octopus. Okay. Just make sure you don't get one that was on PCP or something. Probably believe they were listening to cool bands and DJs showing Drowning Man Festival. Story has dumb written all over it. The animal activist should have a field day with this. That's right. The story is only dumb if you aren't on ecstasy. Maybe an alternative of lava lamp. Yeah, let's all get a caged octopi and dump some ecstasy in there instead of a lava lamp. What was the point of the experiment? I don't know. Yeah, buying drugs for some animals and more for them. There you go. Sound insane, Tom, but what would you do if Gentoo is the last distro on the planet? Run Gentoo, probably. Gentoo is here before us. If we're not careful, it will be here after us. Oh, boy. Let's see if there's anything else in here we can do. Otherwise, we'll end the stream early. But, yeah, you guys are hanging out. Yeah, all right. All right. Okay. Okay then. A woman uses plunger to make her own bus handle. Okay. Tow truck driver's Jeep ramp attempt fails spectacularly. Ooh. Hungry bear rips apart 2 cars in California. Ouch. Historic house gets stuck on Texas highway. Well, here's a good place for the house, honey. What do you think? I've always wanted a concrete pad. I mean, this is a nice big patio. Oh, boy. 160-year-old home was being trucked across a Texas city, ended up stuck on a highway for a time and became snared on a street light. Museum of Illusions aims to puzzle visitors in New York. I don't know what's the most puzzling, the head on a plate or, I don't know, that table. Loose goat climbs rooftops, evades capture in Arkansas. You know the toothbrush was invented in Arkansas? If it was invented anywhere else, it'd be called a teeth brush. Ooh. You can put multiple states on that, you know. Jersey gator caught on video eludes capture. Bees cover sign over Walmart entrance in Houston. Ooh. Freshly painted plane features big typo. Cathay Pacific. Escaped cattle run loose in Texas. Rush hour traffic. Kitten stows away behind grill of Louisiana woman's car. Aw, poor kitty. Oh, it's a Florida woman. Florida woman wakes to find raccoon inside home. Yep. Police find stolen raptor sculpture 2 years later. All right. Broken ATM leads man to $3 million lottery jackpot. Police called when cat brings home a bag of drugs. Hey, kitty, why don't you ever do that? Wish some calamari would install itself on my dinner plate. Yeah, that would be good. I haven't had calamari in a while. Fun2 is a fork of Gentoo by the original creator of Gentoo after he left the project due to some struggles he had. Look up the distro on DistroWatch if you need more info. Are there any Linux distros called Ecstasy? I don't know. Someone not far from the Arkansas state line. I can verify the toothbrush comment. Kitty, don't be throwing my camera around. Don't be throwing my camera around. You'll be a bad cat if you do that. Could because I'm using NVIDIA. Okay. Also, why was the goat running away from his Arkansas owner? Makes you wonder. Oh, no comment. No comment at all. Alabama animal control officers capture exotic lizard. Wow. Soggy squirrel hitches ride on jet ski in New Hampshire. Man emails more than 240 Nicoles searching for a woman. Canadian student emailed more than 240 women named Nicole from his school's directory trying to find out the woman he met in a bar. Lord help us. If you met her in the bar, it may or may not be a sign of a good relationship down the road, yo. Police warn of alligator on the loose in New Jersey. Woohoo! Anyone in New Jersey? Alligator hunt. Man rides converted jet ski on road. Man uses toddler to steal prizes from arcade machine. Wow. iPhone fan camped outside of a Houston store. I don't know. That's not weird news. That's stupidity news. Wandering cat causes power outage in New Orleans. Guinness dubs six-legged walking robot the world's largest. Oh boy, that looks like the end of the world as we know it. When will these get mounted with machine guns and AI? I want one.
And I remember watching the film and thinking, I have no idea what's going on. However, there was one scene that stood out, which was these four-legged machines walking across.
How is the audio? Like, for me, the audio sounds really distorted. That occasionally happens on this system, although not on this desktop a lot.
Across the snow, they're called ATATs. And I walked out of the cinema going, machines that walk. I honestly couldn't believe it. I'd never thought about that before. And that was pretty much it. That inspired me, and that set me going, I think. I was on a television advert one day for Jim Henson's Creature Shop, and I was bored.
Wow. I wish NVIDIA would get their act together. We need better optimized drivers. Yeah. Video is good on Linux and still depends on the video card, but AMD is better when it comes to drivers. Yeah. Used Puppy Linux for years. Has anyone else tried it?
I use Puppy Linux. It's my favorite distro.
Greetings from Calhoun distro. Keeps up the good work. Any distros out there that can run Android apps? Native yet? There's a few, I think, but I don't know for sure. Oh, there is one called Ecstasy. Okay. Audio sounds fine. All right. I need one of those giant mantises. That'd be fun. Excuse me. Coming on down the road here. Just needs to go faster. I sound like Arnold sometimes. Six-legged robot is Linux driven. Saw the interview today. Oh, really? Cool. Awesome. Now there's something called Anbox that can do Android on Linux. Yeah, I've heard about that a couple times too. Love to know what Google did to Gentoo to get Android apps native. Yeah, that would be a good one to look into. Well, we've milked about an hour out of this stream. Maybe we'll call our quits here shortly. Snake rescued from mousetrap in London. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Derek, the monkey's coming for you. The monkey's coming for you. The monkey escapes research facility in Louisiana. Didn't I see that on 28 Days Later? Was that a monkey? I thought that was a monkey, wasn't it? Anybody know for sure? I haven't seen that movie in a couple decades. Was that a monkey? French town swarmed by thousands of moths. Whale watching boat slapped by humpback's tail. Take that, jerk. Oh, boy. Well, let's go ahead and do a final call for comments. We're going to go ahead and end the stream the way every stream should be ended. Oh, kitty, kitty. Why don't you stick your paw in there, not your nose. Stick your paw in there. There you go. You got it. You got it. Go on, buddy. Go on. Okay, stick your nose in there. Sure, why not? Ready, bud? Right here. Right here. Hey, it's over here. And let's get one for this good camera over here, all right? There you go. You like that, don't you? There you are. The finger licking good? They're finger licking good, aren't they? Yeah? Does good? Yeah? You get more in a couple hours. Alright guys, I will be streaming on my Christian channel in 2 hours, 9 o'clock Eastern time. I will be asking the question, city churches, are they good or bad? Kind of what's the situation surrounding those. So if you are into that type of material, you can check me out again over there. Right. Bring it to McDonald's drive-thru at 1 a.m. Okay, yeah. Wild Robot reminds me of old tripods. Can you try Remix OS? I thought he looked at Remix at one point in time. Maru OS? I don't think I've looked at that. 28 Days Later was a great film. Yeah, was that a monkey? Wasn't that a monkey that caused that? I think the Google box with Android is an ARM CPU. Kitty want more shows, I would guess. Yep. American Monkey in London. Sequel to American Werewolf in London. Well, Level 1 News, speaking of them earlier, they did the one episode. It was called An American Robot in Brussels when Zuckerberg went and testified over there. CJ's face when he knows he'll get some treats deserves a shirt. Well, you can actually, you can get a shirt with CJ on it. So shop.switchedtolinux.com. If you are unaware of that locality, you can check out my merch shop over here. You can get, you know, t-shirts, backpacks, coffee mugs. So this one is Switch to Linux, you fool. That's the new design I have. Here's cats and tinfoil hats on a coffee cup, backpack. I don't have that on a t-shirt because I don't have the high enough resolution. But I also have the sub to the cat, the human is crazy shirt, and coffee cups and things like that. So I got this one. Baby clothes too. I mean, if you're looking to get your baby into Linux young, then we got that. Mouse pad. This is the popular mouse pad. Very nice setup. So those are at shop.switchedtolinux.com. Links for that are in the description down below. You can find me on Patreon, patreon.com/Tom M. That is TOMM. And there's other ways to help support the channel at switchedtolinux.com/support. Cat lives on treats, yes. Was a monkey. The scientists infected the monkey with rage. That's right, yep. Feed works well too. I'm gonna stay. Play with my monkey. Ew. Baby will grow up with Arch Linux. There you go. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. We had 42 peak, 42 currently at the end of the show. 60 total view time hours. Average view duration is 18 minutes and 54 seconds. 191 playbacks. Thanks for a great show. And not level one. Our weekly news roundup will be tomorrow, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Weekly news roundup, and I'm not sure exactly what the topic's going to be, but it should be exciting. I need to filter through. I pulled some of them out for some stuff earlier this week. So, all right, Suicide Linux for kids. Typos will be a thing of the past. Yes, yeah. If you don't know what Suicide Linux is, it's a terminal-based Linux where if you get a terminal wrong, it automatically runs the delete command on everything. All right, guys, we will catch you guys. Jump on a couple hours on the Christian stream, which is Our Walk in Christ. I'll go ahead and throw the link for that in here as well for anybody that wants to jump on over there. So the channel name is called Our Walk in Christ, and I will go ahead and drop the link for that channel, or for the video is right over there, and we will start that in 2 hours. In the meantime, I'm going to go make dinner, so we'll catch you guys later.